What the heck, Bears? Pick up the slack.
Like, well, if he
Guys,
is
it's
gonna
silly.
disconnect once, then we'll do it.
Yeah, just take turns. Oh, there we go. He's in.
All right.
Ironically, it actually was the same slot. It was the second slot both times.
You
So
know, I
maybe
have
that
to
was.
say something about that Jarvan skin. It makes me
Yeah.
think of M Bison. Kind of
I
reminds
see
me of.
that.
Yeah,
I see that.
yeah. He just needs to float now.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Pendragon says hi.
Hi.
All right. So, waiting for dudes to loan. Fairy Cecil. Actually, ironically enough, not ironically, but relevant point. Fairy Cecil actually went out to karaoke with us last night. I'm actually surprised my voice works.
Oh
But
God.
yeah, a bunch of rioters went out to karaoke last night. I For those of you who couldn't sing like me, we instead just shouted lyrics. I did a lot of Evanescence, like "Bring Me to Life," where
Oh
the
my
dude
goodness.
does like part of the chorus. It was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah," that was me.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Meanwhile, we had people who could sing, so I was all about that. Had some Aladdin going on. I was hoping for some
Aladdin. There you
fun.
go.
They did not have "Bring Me to Be a Man." I would definitely sing that song.
Dude, I,
Mostly.
I love karaoke. I haven't not done it in a while.
All right, so let's go ahead and start talking about the game since we probably
Yeah.
should be. Um, Karth is spamming for no good reason, but okay. I think he's maybe testing out his ping. So we see Aurelia leading the charge. She is, of course, the only tanky person here. 760 health, though, so definitely has a lot going on for her there. Not utility spec, not offense spec, so definitely some 21 defense going on. Lots of resistances, plus 24 to each right off the bat. Super, super durable. Oh, yeah, so Blitzcrank trying to land some hooks, trying to find the enemies in the brush. Right now we're watching OGodBears. The American team, they are with the red health bars. Meanwhile, the Germans of Peculiar Gaming over in the green, they are purple team. And we're basically just watching as Jarvan face checks some brush, tosses out a flag.
Yeah, it looks like they're not actually going to invade Oh God Bears. I guess they're going to play a little bit safer. Maybe they don't feel like they can win the early game fight, which might actually be true. So instead, they're just going to go ahead and protect that little triple bush. Like I was saying earlier, it seems like that's a common invasion point is that triple bush. So they're going to try and gank somebody going in there.
So it looks like there's going to be a nice, easy Blitzcrank pull for a Mumu, and that's going to be fine. Yeah, Aurelia's going top. He's going to match against Timo. That's going to be a really interesting lane. They're usually both really sort of annoying laners to fight against, so I'm intrigued with how that's going to work.
Definitely.
The jungler being Nocturne, I guess Timo's looking for him. Will drop a ward on. Oh, both players.
Both players have both teams have a ward there. Yeah.
I'm trying to click the other ward and I can't, so I can't tell the timer on it.
It's 91 seconds. 90 seconds right now.
All right. By the way, the time for me is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, awesome. I know. All right, so Timo getting some little bit of harassment off on this Aurelia. Aurelia has E or Q first, probably E. And Timo not quite last hitting, is not actually gauging his ping very well, and he's hitting a little bit late. Yeah, okay, there's E from Aurelia. So Timo gonna do what he can. Gonna get as much gold as he can. Gonna harass Aurelia with his toxic shot. Not a whole lot's gonna go on in there. Karthus versus Civ is gonna be a little bit exciting. Nocturne running around in the back, gonna jungle. Maybe run in some jungle as well.
I love playing against the Karthus, or whenever I'm playing Sivir, just because it's almost like free mana all the time, because you know he's going to last hit with his Q, so you just stand him by your creep and hit your shield, get your mana back.
Yeah, that's really powerful.
There it is.
Yeah, nice job there. So bottom lane I think is going to be the somewhat exciting one where Jarvan and Blitzcrank both have the ability to just like dive onto Ashe out of nowhere. That's going to be the most like basically out of nowhere kill, but Nocturne actually running up the top from level 3 is gonna find Timo, and this could be really good. Aurelia will have a stun ready. So here we go, Nocturne is in there, he has to put the trail down. There we go, a slow coming out, not out of range of the fear, has been exhausted as well. Timo running away as fast as he can. Gonna be right by that wall though, still running away with move quick, and that's gonna be okay. He's got Ghost on as well.
Yeah, that Nocturne didn't miss his Q, so he wasn't able to chase as well as he needed to.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the voice volume.
Yep, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah. I mean, we won't hear Jarvan like go whoa and fall across the map, or yell Demacia while ulting. But I think it's worth it to not hear Scout's code every 12 seconds while watching this. So OGB doing a very good job of keeping their lane pushed actually to their own turret. So they're actually in really good positioning to make sure that they get free ganks out of this. Mimu actually coming around the back, and he's got double buffs. They're going to be ready to go for this. Peterfile, though, only level 2, has been hawk-shotted. Mimu now in the back. I think has been spotted by Soraka. Here they go. They're going for the push. Ashe will Ghost. Will they get enough damage output here?
Hopefully he can land this. Yep.
Oh, there we go. He had the stun onto Ashe. There's a knockup.
Oh, in the pool!
Ashe is probably going to
wow.
go down.
Very good.
Very great coordination by these players. The clairvoyance went down. He saw Ash, was like, all right, and banish shots. And the thing is, Ash had flash.
You
And
know
maybe she
what? The thing is, she got knocked up by Jarvan, and then at the same time, the Blitzcrank pull came in, and she realized that she was done. So that was
right, but
like perfect
flashed-
timing.
She should have flashed Mimi. Like that, I think it was actually a very easy to see stun coming up and could have immediately flashed on that.
That is true. If she would have flashed out of that, she would have been fine. So
Yeah. I felt like she could have actually made that escape, but regardless, she's going to run back into, wow, so much attack damage. Plus 28. I think she just has like flat attack damage runes everywhere.
she might.
You don't get 28 from a Doran's Blade.
No, definitely not.
Pretty
So
beefy.
interesting.
Meanwhile, Karthus, 30 AP plus Doran's Ring. These dudes are
Yeah.
running a lot of ability power.
That is the way to do it on Karthus, from what I understand. I've only seen a few really good Karthus players. Pete is one I see. He plays mostly just flat AP for the early game, so he can get that really good early game going.
It's going to work for him. So let's see. Let's look at the CS. Let's see how Karthus is doing at Sivir, actually. So Karthus running at 36 minion kills. Sivir at 32, so it's pretty close, actually. Both players are doing a pretty good job last hitting. We look over at the top lane, and we got much smaller numbers. We have 24 on Aurelia, or 22, 15 on Teemos. Teemos actually not last hitting well at all.
No.
Teemos actually getting forced to his turret. Last hitting now a few of these, but yeah, not having the best game of his life, I don't think.
Yeah, that is pretty low CS. I mean, even Jarvan is way out CS than him in the bottom lane against against the Ashe, and usually the that combo is pretty good at keeping melee champions from CSing, but not in this case.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, another thing I want to point out is neither a Janna or a Zillion pick. Those are
True.
really, really common bans that I see as well, and they're just like, nah, we're good.
Yeah, they weren't even banned, so that's. I feel like they really should have picked Janna, but I guess they really do like their Soraka in the EU meta.
Yeah, well, I think they specifically went for a poke team, right? This is not a team fight team where they really got to go like, oh man, we got to get that Janna to reset the team fight. They built from day one for poking. They grabbed the fast Nocturne, and then, oh man, here's a gank though, onto the Zamumu trying to get a gank up at top. He will flash out, and Teemo will actually shield him away, and Nocturne will not be able to keep pushing this on. Teemo actually putting a mushroom down right there. That's probably why he was forced to back up. That just went down. He was like, I can't dive that. So Teemo now has a nice little bastion of safety. Neither of these two champions can actually survive that dive. These are 300 damage mushrooms, or 250. I forget if it was 300 or 250 before it got nerfed to 200.
I'm not sure.
Well, putting more satellites down is doing well for himself. Mimu coming back up towards mid has picked up his Heart of Gold. This is an old patch, so Heart of Gold is still overpowered in no uncertain terms.
Yeah, gotta love having that Heart of Gold. Still wish it was the same, but still at the same time I'm glad they changed it, because it was quite a bit extra stats.
Yeah.
He did miss that grab down there on the bottom. He's trying to pull it up. They have an actual ward, if you notice, on that bottom bush, so that they cannot get zoned out by the Blitzcrank going in there and just standing in that bush. So that is pretty good.
That is a really wide. Oh wow, a kill up top. I'm sorry I missed that
nice,
one.
Yeah.
But Nunu and Nocturne and Aurelia dove up top against Teemo, and they did manage to chug through. Almost hit the mushroom. They managed to chug one of those mushrooms, but a very good dive right there. So bringing the score back to 1-1. And oh wow, Karthus going for some aggression against PewDiePie, getting a lot of damage here. Will not quite land. He needed one more lay waste, and one of them got juked right there. So one hit away from a kill, then could have backed off and probably ultimated. But good escape there from Sivir.
She's got her shield though.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't. She didn't even have her shield, but it didn't kill her. So.
It was still cooling, but yeah, it's not enough damage right there. Still 100 health left. Like there was no way that was enough damage.
Definitely.
And yeah, she did chug a health potion. So that's some of that regen there. Actually, interestingly enough, she was chugging the health potion and ended up at 207 health. So if she had not had that potion, she actually would have died.
Yeah, that is very curious. I wonder if it was that he was waiting for the mana or something. Why he didn't do that sooner? I'm not.
Arthas
sure.
was waiting on mana. Yeah, he was below 150.
Yeah, looks like it.
When that battle ended, but even still, like, well, either way, Lightning doing a pretty good job of jungling up with a Mumu, getting himself up to 5.5, and Smite, he's gonna get that golem right here. Nocturne also Nocturne up to level 6. So Karianas out jungling the Amumu. That said, Nocturne is a faster jungler than Amumu, so it's not really surprising by any means. But still, always good to note what's going on there.
Yeah, definitely. So pretty soon we should see some pretty nasty Nocturne ganks. Now that he does have that ult, of course, this is before they change the range on it. Is that correct?
Yes. This is release patch. And oh, the blue buff going actually to Karthus, so good teamwork here. This actually could be a kill onto this Sivir. She does have her ultimate on, and actually does a very good job of dodging all 3 lay wastes so far. And he's going to get a little bit of free harassment now if Karthus isn't careful. The one thing that Karthus has to be worried about now is Nilfgaard will have a minion wave due to Sivir spamming on it. And so we can't dive her without taking a lot of damage.
Exactly. So he's going to have to play it safe, and you know, Karthus can do tons of damage if he's able to catch you in that little wall and get a couple of lay wastes. He wants you to run away in a straight line, obviously, because it's the easiest way for him to get it. And I think that's what a lot of people, they don't play enough Karthus is, because there's not a lot of good Karthus players out there. So a lot of people just kind of fall into that trap.
Yeah, there are not a lot of good Karthai out there.
There you go, Karthai.
Karthai. That's canon. You've heard it here first.
All right.
It's not really. I don't want to get yelled at and be like, "What are you doing?"
What are you talking
Then again,
about?
you don't actually pluralize someone's name.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, well,
Exactly.
unless he's a
Well, I
thing.
mean, you do. I mean, like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, Aurelia is still farming up top. Jarvan's 72 CS, actually top in the game. So really good for Fairies. He's actually an extremely powerful player. He's very, very high ranked in NA solo queue. And it's working for him so far. So.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm actually looking. I just pushed the observer icon again, and I'm looking at the map control here for OGodBears, and it's quite amazing. The Teemo has pretty much the entire top half of the screen warded with his shrooms and with normal wards as well. So, oh man, we do have a gank going on here though.
Yep, Nocturne coming up onto oh, and he's so dead. I can't even say it. He's just gone. Karthus ults, but he ults too soon. Doesn't even get anything for it. But yeah, Nocturne and Aurelia just jumping onto that Teemo. So much damage coming out there. Mumu getting himself level 6, still farming out some minions best he can. Ash still getting zoned down a little bit by these players from OGB, but still doing a pretty decent job. She's up 76 CS, ain't bad. 81 on Karthus. Ooh, a pull comes in, but hits a minion. There is unfortunately one minion still there.
Yeah, that minion had no chance, that poor minion. He didn't even have flash up.
Dude, it got owned. Poor guy. So Sivir running up top to take over the lane for now. Looks like Aurelia is still just running around. Oh, puts a ward down in the brush. That's pretty cool. Looking for Teemo wards, will not find any. Yeah, shrooms as well, but yep, picks one up right there.
She can see that, so she's gonna try and. What was she? She
was
hitting it, and then she decided, nah, I think I'm gonna go hit it instead.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Doesn't hit that one either. But Sivir already up to top lane. It really just leaves and like gives up some tower damage. So we'll see what they can get from that.
I really like those boomerangs. I've never actually seen this new Sivir skin. It's pretty nice.
Pretty legit. Yeah.
So we already have a switch. Wow. The Karthus is going back to top.
Yeah, Aurelia must not have a fun time against Teemo. Like solo, that seems amazingly annoying because you're melee, so every time you attack, you take poison damage. And then if you try to dive, you just get blinded, and that cuts out a decent percentage of your damage output. She's actually hit twice by blind, both her W and her Q. So
definitely. And there is a ward over here in the bottom part of the map, so they know that Mumu's in his jungle. Not that it really matters. I don't think they're gonna be able to do anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly Karthus just spamming it out now. He's lost his blue buff finally, but he's got a Tear of the Goddess, and actually looks like a very fast Archangel staff.
Yeah.
He's going to be trying to build from that. There we go. Aurelia jumping on a Teemo will not follow up with the E. Will continue last hitting. Of course, this is also old Wriggles, so Wriggles heals.
An amazing amount, yes.
Yeah, an amazing amount of health. But Mumu's waiting in the wings. I don't think he can dive Aurelia, though. It seems like a waste of time. But we'll see. I mean, Blitzkrieg is still actually sitting bottom, too. Blitzkrieg has not gone to gank at all this game. Maybe Jarvan was afraid of being hit.
Yeah, he didn't want to get zoned out, and he just wanted to farm. So instead of roaming, which is curious, I didn't see any roaming at all from Blitz. He just decided to get his farm up, and I guess he's going to go more for a kind of a late game farm up and get strong type of build. So, but he's actually, he doesn't have his any kind of turtle shells yet. He's going straight for, I'm guessing,
Sheen probably.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the Catalyst right now.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I was about to say, Catalyst, which I didn't want to say it, but at the same time, that's what it looks like he's building. So
yeah.
Kind of curious there to see what he is planning on doing there.
We'll see what we can do with this. So
I have a gank here up top. I don't think it's gonna happen though.
Yeah, Mumu came in from the bottom, tried to get up onto Karthus, but Karthus walls him away and
yeah, he had that
backs
ward.
up.
So. If Karthus didn't have that ward there, then he might have been in trouble, but that did save him.
Yeah, it's a good play there. Looks like Fairy Cecil actually taking quite a bit of damage now. Now that Blitzkrieg has left, it's immediately on for Ashe and Soraka, but oh, the damage output. Ash taking some hits right there, but look at that, 3 gold items on this Jarvan. Got a Philo Stone for the sustain and 2 hearts of gold for tankiness.
Goodness, he
He's
is
gonna
going to
get
be
beefy this
very
game.
strong late game. Like, it's going to be
Oh yeah.
scary. If they don't finish this game off pretty soon, then yeah, it's going to be tough for them.
Well,
I mean,
one problem though is PG doesn't have the ability to force end a game. They're a good poke team. They can try to poke and push on a turret, but they're not really this like aggro push win game type comp. So it's gonna be kind of hard for them to actually make that happen. They might just have to resign themselves to Jarvan getting just super beefy.
yeah, that is true. So we'll have to see what happens and if there's any big team fights shortly. I know that the Dragon is still up for contention. No one's even really tried for it yet. They're just playing it safe, but I like to say that that's probably going to be one of the first team fights. Oh,
Here we go. Nocturne coming up onto Timo once more. He's going to run away and not get feared, but goes down to the Karthus ult just in time. Well played there. Good coordination.
that poor Timo is just getting smacked on all game. What is his
He
score?
is, yeah.
0-3 already. Only one with any deaths.
Maybe getting the first blood assisted by Blitzcrank and Jarvan. So, yeah, I mean.
Oh, and up top looks like Sivir is going to go down to this Karthus. Maybe. If he can land a Q.
They can't get the damage. The spell shield's on.
She has her ghost on, but she flashes. Wow, too bad his ult's down. Wow, that was very close. She used everything there.
Yeah, that was a really close fight. Good escape by Sivir. Juked when she needed to. Got the spell shield on, and a good flash at the end. She made all the right moves pretty much.
Yeah, I was sure she was dead, but since she had both of her summoners, that pretty much saved her. Those summoners are really powerful.
Yeah, escape summoners on carries is pretty much, just default. And again, just surprised that Ashe had died with her summoners up as well at bottom. Unless she lost her flash in a situation we didn't see, but I don't think so.
Still no towers down, but it looks like most of the damage is on that top tower. It will probably be going down before too long.
Yeah, top tower down below a third. It's going to be not too long before that goes down. Sivir just constantly chain pushing. Does have 2 Doran's Blades and a Vamp Scepter, so it should be going, let's see, we see Ashe at 122 CS, Sivir at 127.
Yep, Sivir and Jarvan both kind of neck and neck on that CS. Same with Ashe, and Karth is actually farming really well right now. He's the top CS in the game.
Yeah, that's good stuff from him. So landing in the brush again, just not finding anyone to kill. Poor Mumu not finding a gank
soon from this Nocturne. He just picked up his red, and I'm guessing that his ult's almost up.
And Blitz is roaming now. He has picked up a Heart of Gold. So yeah, he went a fast Sapphire Crystal for his laning, and then just goes for a standard Heart of Gold pickup. Their guy has been picked up by Irelia. Let's see if they can do any damage at all. They're going to back off, actually. Looks like
kind of doing
Nocturne's
some
gonna
harass, I guess.
Yep.
Looks like that's Karthus trying to push her out of the bush.
Let's see. Oh, Ashe arrow across the map. Get a Fabulous going down in style. Not a chance. Not a chance.
Oh, ouch, man. Just once again, that Timo, is he even worth any gold at this point? Not much.
120 or something, probably.
Yeah. For the person who kills him.
High level. Aurelia's getting some nice gold out of it.
She's got a Wit's End, very interesting build. I usually see Aurelia's go for a Trinity Force. I've never seen anyone go for a Wit's End on her. It's interesting.
It was actually different in play styles. So North America actually, they often do rush a fast Trinity Force and go for that burst sort of assassin type role. Europeans really love going massive defense spec and going like Wriggle's Wit's End and maxing W and just being like tanky auto attacker. And so you got like the attack speed and resistances and stuff, which all just scales your W, and it works pretty well.
Curious. I'll just have to see how it kind of plays out once we get into some bigger team fights.
Yep, Jarvan trying to get some damage out on Ashe, but unfortunately will not land that lockup, so we'll get forced back, taking quite a bit of damage from Ashe and Soraka. But of course, now with 3 turtle shells, just doing to be unkillable.
Wow, 3 turtle shells and a flow stone, man. He's racking up that gold late game. They are going straight up late game build here.
Yeah, they really are, and they're playing pretty safe. Timo, of course, not really getting a lot done for himself, is dying a bit, but at least it's only on him, and he's not getting kills in return, so his worth is going down. And there we go, Sivir finally getting the top turret, and not getting walled out by Karthus at all, so she's going to be pretty safe escaping. So, good turret kill there, and let's see what else they can get out of this, because right now Jarvan's happy to just keep farming.
So it does look like she's trying to either build a Yep, there it is. They Bloodthirster. She just finished that up, so she's going to want to get that farmed, and she should be hitting pretty hard now into a team fight.
Yeah, maybe they're just waiting for that. Now they can start really team fighting. Amumu is still level 9, so he's not picked up a lower cooldown ultimate. 2 total shells on Amumu. Let's look at the items, by the way, because we got no gold pretend at all. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Amumu getting forced back. Yeah, gets tethered by Nocturne. Chooses not to keep fighting. Soraka being a little bit safe this time. Lots of wards everywhere. Everyone's getting spotted. Nocturne ults, and he's back onto Amumu. Or not Amumu, Teemo again.
Teemo, man. Captain Teemo.
Constantly dying.
I think this is the strategy for OGodBears, is they want to just have Teemo not be worth any money.
I mean, Teemo has that global taunt, right?
There
like,
you
he's
go.
got to keep Teemo, so...
They do have lots of map control here, but they're going to ruin all those wars. Now that Teemo's down, I think they might be able to get a free dragon here, and there's nothing that OGod can do about it unless he can get a grab off, which I don't think is going to happen.
5-1, and they're going for it. And actually, the grab won't even matter. It's immune to knockup, so that won't even do much. But Sivir gets the mid turret while that dragon goes down. So even though they are down 4 kills, 2 turrets is worth more than the dragon, so they're in shape for this.
Definitely. Oh, look at that grab on Karthus! Wow, so clutch. And I think he's... Actually,
he's still getting healed by Soraka. No, it's going to be really painful. Aurelion coming up onto this guy. He will have to flash.
Here comes that ult, probably.
140 health. Oh,
no.
Kills the people.
Boom! Oh, if he would have got a double kill there, that would have been amazing.
Wow,
unfortunate.
Great from both sides, really. It's a really good pull, but oh man, this Karth is super low, getting healed again by Soraka. But yeah, that's exactly what Soraka does that Janna doesn't, is oh, you pulled my guy? Let me just toss some giant heals. I have 2 of them, by the way. Enjoy not dying. And it really, really worked. They saved Karthus, and they just blew up Blitzcrank in return. So now 6-1. And Blitz without a lot of MR, it's pretty painful.
Yeah, definitely. That was pretty sexy. I have to give him props for that.
Yeah, really good play, really on both sides. But yeah, Sivir picking up turret aggro now after attacking all these minions.
Definitely. She is pushing pretty strong. Got both top and mid tower doing her role, you know, just running around pushing lanes. She is kind of, I think, the original like split push champion in a way. Other than TF, in a way.
Yeah, she and TF were 2 really big ones. Master Yi has always been able to do it as well. Shen's been big, Pantheon, but they were post-beta champions.
Definitely. I always used to take teleport on Sivir and just do that all day. That's all I did.
I actually, when armor pen still affected turrets, I would literally run teleport rally Sivir and like rush Aegis, or I'd rush Brutalizer Yomu's Aegis, and I would just like, oh, I see a lane, teleport, and it would just, I would have like a 2-12 score, but I would have 7 turret kills. They couldn't do anything to us. It was great.
Oh, the good old days.
Utility for lower cooldowns. It was glorious. Oh, here comes the dive. Let's see if they can hit Ashe. They will be in range for a blitz pull.
Oh, flash.
There we go. Properly flashing the pull this time.
I think she might have actually been out of range of it if she didn't flash, to be honest.
It was close, because Blitz was hasted, so he would have been able to catch up to that range at worst.
And we do have Soraka here just trying to keep Ashe alive so that she can push them back, and I don't think they're going to be able to push that tower at all.
Yeah, Nocturne was getting a little bit of free farm on top. Has Wriggles as well, so it looks like we have 1 Wriggles on the team. Aurelia has not gone for it. She's gone Zergreaves, and now it's gone Sheen, so... and now it looks like that's going to be part of the phage right there, that Ruby Crystal. So only Wit's End, and that's the only piece of that sort of standard attack, auto attack comp. So no Wriggles for the sustain. She's going right into the Trinity Force now. That should do pretty well for her.
Yeah, that is going to be pretty strong once she picks up her Trinity with that Wit's End, and then she's already got a Berserker Greaves, interestingly enough, so that she can do even more DPS with that auto attack. So I'm sure she will be destroying their Teemo and their Sivir once she gets in on that.
Oh man, here comes a gank onto Karthus. Karthus is in bad shape right now, getting silenced out. Will he go down? No! Wish from Soraka!
Perfect.
Keeping him alive. Amumu missing the bandage toss. Oh,
that's the second time he got away with just no HP.
Oh, and good call from Matt. Like, dude, Wish, oh my freaking A, Wish, hurry. And then he lives.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Where's Karthus when you need him, right? Like, double ult. Double global ult, doing some stuff.
Yeah, so far it's looking really, really good for the Europe team. They, 5 kills ahead. I mean, they are down on towers, which definitely is the most important thing. But who knows? If they get strong enough, they can just finish this up pretty smooth.
Yeah. You know what I realized about PG is only Aurelia is the only one without like a super long range ultimate. Like Karthus and Soraka just like press R global. Ashe can at least target across the map, and Nocturne can go about halfway, so they can actually create ganks out of nothing,
Yeah, I
which
feel
they've been
globals are
actually
really
quite a bit.
strong. I really do.
Yeah, they're really doing some good work.
Aren't you
So
guys planning
that's
on
why.
doing something with those globals, TF and Shin range?
So Shen right now not. We are actually planning on shortening the range on TF and Pantheon ults to be. I don't know the actual range values we're going for, but they'd be more akin to Nocturne and less akin to Shen.
Nice.
I don't know those numbers though, if they'd be more or less the same as Nocturne. Basically, we want tech such that when you highlight over your ultimate, you actually have your range cursor on your mini map as well, so you don't have to like highlight your cursor over R, then scroll around the map, be like, oh, there's where the circle is. I can go up to here. Like that's a really kind of a poor experience. And so we're gonna develop the tech that you can put range indicators on the mini map, and then that way you can be like, okay, I can ult to here. Okay, it's time to go, and you can sort of like ult STF from like
That's awesome.
there maybe. And then when we do that, we're gonna buff them elsewhere, right? Like TF's ratios are pretty low because he can gank you
Oh,
out of nowhere. Like you can't give him Scion burst, right? Like if Scion had global teleport for an ultimate, he'd be the best champion in the
oh
game.
my God, it would
That's
be
just true,
ridiculous.
right?
Yeah,
Like you can't get Scion Destiny and make a balanced champion. So
exactly.
well, obviously, and TF is still a good pick with all that considered, where his spells are just sort of worse than Scion's in most cases because of that global. So he will still have giant teleports. He will still have a lot of that power, but he will be less omnipresent and more powerful in a fight.
That's awesome. That's
And
that's.
fantastic.
I used to main TF back in early beta and early release. Of course, he was much different then. So.
Let's have AoE stuns on a 5-second cooldown. Okay.
Yep. Down bottom, while we were talking about that, Ash just missed an arrow like pretty
Yeah, she
blatantly. So nothing too crazy going on anywhere else. I guess they are just going to keep farming it up and playing it really safe. Lots of map control as well. OGodBears has definitely all of those Teemo mushrooms. Not that it's ever helped
Yeah.
Teemo out any, but
What's always been in lane is like Aurelia presses Q and then he just dies.
you
So,
look at the score and it seems like they're so far ahead, but at the same time they get not very much gold from killing Teemo consecutively. So it seems it's maybe not that big of a lead after all.
well, and one thing is Jarvan's just beast mode. Like Sivir's got 230 CS now, and there are 4 players above 200. So it's Jarvan, Sivir, and then also Ashe and Karthus. But Jarvan's been spamming gold. He's just picked up a Banshee's Veil. He's just like, all right, well now I've got gold. I've got Banshee's. Oh, with the pull up on a Soraka. There's a silence as well. Soraka not able to heal herself through that silence, but not going to be enough. She's going to go ahead and get pulled back and toss heal on herself and be fine. Interestingly enough, Ashe went Ninja Tabi, so she's actually all about that armor. When you look at the team comp, of course, it is Jarvan, Blitzcrank, and Sivir putting out physical damage.
That's true.
So I believe it.
That's actually not the worst choice. Like usually you don't build Ninja Tabi, but in this case that might work out.
Totally makes sense in this case. And a giant slow on a Sivir Karth is not able to put out quite the damage he wants.
Oh,
Amumu in the back.
man,
Oh, he lands
this
the
might be
bad
bad.
toss. Can they get the damage output? Sivir will ult. There's the boomerang blade as well. If Amumu
Oh,
ults,
flash is perfect.
what are you?
Oh my goodness.
Must have taken a lot of damage in return. That would have been a perfect ult and kill, and he waited so long to cast it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like just perfect. Like it was literally a split second. If he would have cast a split second earlier, we would have caught him.
Yeah. Oh, there's the pull back on a Soraka, but unfortunately Jarvan actually wasted his Q, but he will ult on a Soraka.
Perfect. Right after she flashes, but she does not get away. So.
Yep, she will survive just barely.
That's like the perfect instance here. Oh.
Oh, Nocturne has come up onto Jarvan. Will Jarvan die to a 3-man team? Is he tuned for 3-man encounters? Here we go. Blitzcrank taking a ton of damage. Will go down to Aurelia. Amumu in the middle with no ultimate. Jarvan going down right now. And yes, Amumu will die. Jarvan going down. Double kill right there for attack man. And it looks like no deaths, just 3 kills.
All 5 bottom with 2 pushing mid, but this might actually, well, they do have a teleport, so Sivir has no chance, and she might actually die here to this Aurelia, taking lots of damage. If she can run through that mushroom.
If she gets rocks, she'll get her.
Oh, and missing the mushroom, not gonna save her.
Wow.
If she has her flat, oh, no, she is gonna get away.
Done another Q if she had maxed it.
Wow, nice.
There, one up the mushroom, just in style. We're putting down more satellites, always good. And Ashe getting a turret kill at bottom is now 9-1. Turret kills only 1 in deficit and still up 1 dragon, so this is going better and better for these guys. However, again, Jarvan is going to get farmed, so, of course, Aurelia, Ashe, Karthus, Nocturne all getting a ton of gold from champion kills. But, Amumu and Jarvan will get farmed from gold items, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
There's
so regardless of the deficit, you're right, they are definitely super farmed with those gold items, and man, 228 CS. Only one else is going to be Ashe and Karthus. But yeah, Karthus, I don't know, man. He's got lots of damage. He picked up his death cap, and so he's going to be really devastating with that ultimate in team fights, as well as basically all of his spells. So
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, he's super far ahead. He's got 300 AP. He's actually going for a actually. So he didn't actually finish the Archangels. That was just part of Death Cap, the earlier blasting one, which made sense to me. But I was like, okay.
yeah.
But now he's picked up the Void Staff. He's got most of, well, half of a Banshee's Veil. It's usually Banshee's Veil that you get from Megatron Cloak,
Right.
more so than Cleanse Sash or anything else. But for now, he's holding on to it just for the Magic Resist, which is a really wise choice. And then
Your team has destroyed
Ash with a Phantom Dancer and a Bloodthirster, actually not picking up the standard Infinity Edge build.
yeah, this is also pre-Infinity Edge buff. But yeah, she's doing really well for herself. A lot of movement speed, a lot of crit chance, and I guess they're just like doing the math and saying Bloodthirster Phantom Dancer is worth it, mostly because of the movement speed. But like Infinity Edge Last Whisper gives you pretty much those same, or Infinity Edge Zeal even gives you pretty much those same stats.
So at this point, it feels almost like OGod is going to start getting snowballed on. Oh, and there's an arrow going up top. I don't think it's going to...
It's gonna smack Timo in the face, but no one's around to do anything about it.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to give themselves
she
time
flashed.
to catch up. What was that? What? I don't
He was
understand.
so afraid he flashed.
Jeez, I guess that kind of worked out because they made him pop flash.
I mean, he lived, so okay. But yeah, I mean,
I
the
think
arrow,
lived anyways, but
stopped some of the damage output on that turret. And OGB, they are pushing into this base. Here we go. Here's the pull on a Nocturne. He's going to back up a little bit. Lightning in the middle, but has been silenced. Will not be able to. Oh, he was
Mumu could not ult.
at all. Looks like getting chased down. Drops immediately. Now chasing down on a Sivir. Nocturne popping that ult, but Sivir will flash after it hits. Still more damage coming out. Getting slowed by Ashe, and she will go down. 12-1 now. This score. They are diving in harder. Let's see if they can land a Wall of Pain. They will not. 12-1. They're going to go for Baron.
yeah, definitely. This is really turning extremely bad. It feels almost as if OGodBears is probably just demoralized right now by how this game is going. And wow, hitting almost every shroom. They are gonna have to pick up this Baron pretty quick, or they are.
Baron extremely difficult. They're gankable because of this.
Yeah, if they're not careful, they may.
But yeah, they just don't have the damage up before. They can't do it. So that's a Baron kill now. PG picking up lots of awesomeness now for themselves. For what it's worth, up to 980 global gold picked up from Dragons, Turrets, and Baron.
There you go, doing that math in your head.
No, I'm just looking down, and I have 980 gold.
Oh, that's.
I mean, yes, I'm really smart.
Yeah.
All right, now Karthus is gonna loop around, get himself blue buff. Good choice there.
It's interesting because I have 925 gold.
Did you pick up a Doran's Blade?
I did not pick up anything.
Buy a Doran's Blade.
Oh, okay.
Now how much you got?
450.
Exactly. So PG with double the global gold, although that passive on Jarvan, like, I don't know, as much as I want to say they're winning, and they are, they haven't made giant strides into the base. They've still only got 2 turrets, so they're tied on, actually they're behind on turrets still, 3 turrets for OGB. So the obviously Dragon and Baron are major objectives, they matter a lot, but like towers are the thing that really, really matters, and even though you're up in global gold, there's a ton of gold coming in on this Jarvan, and he's just going to turn to raid boss status. And as we're in this downtime, actually, I've got some updates. We have the bans actually in from CLG against Tic Tacs.
So they're getting ready for that next game already, which is good because this one looks like it's going pretty bad for OGB. And if they don't pick up some kind of, if PG doesn't make some huge mistake somewhere, then it might, I don't know. They can definitely come back, but it's just going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah, well, the one really good thing that they have on this team, and by the way, that silence from the Soraka onto Mumu was so good.
I have to give her huge props. Like that's almost MVP status.
That was a team fight winner, just straight up. Like that is part of the reason, by the way, the Soraka's amazing. Like I'm always like, oh yeah, I'm all about that Janna, but like only Soraka could have done that.
That was clutch. Not only that, but the Karthus save earlier, which actually netted in them getting the kill instead. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Small things just adding up all game long.
Still only 1 kill, that first blood. But so the bans are in, right? So first ban went to Tic Tacs. Alistair, Renekton, Nocturne, Aurelia, Anivia, and one last ban for CLG.
Teemo might be going down here. Oh, saved by Blitzcrank.
Blitzcrank actually putting her into the turret, but taking not enough damage now. And
and dead. Poor Teemo. He's not going to get a break. He's not going to get a break.
No, he's not. He's just dropping.
I
Oh,
think
the damage Ash is high.
Oh, yeah.
Amumu, though, not in good shape. Will ult, will get out. And, oh, the kill from Aurelia onto Blitzcrank, but Amumu going down inside the base as well. Wallopane going off onto the Sivir. Sivir not in a happy place right now, dropping down to Karthus. And here we go. Jarvan going to probably kill his Nocturne up, but he's still in bad shape.
Wow, taking so much damage.
Karthus.
Destroyed.
I think that's everyone. That's everyone's dead. So they're into space. They're onto the inhibitor turret. And this is looking pretty much sad panda for these guys.
That's very demoralizing to lose with, you know, such a huge deficit, like just all game long. And that poor Teemo, man, he's just gotta. I'm sure he's just getting berated by his team right now for dying so much. But they had some really good ganks.
So this is not elimination. This is a group stage game. I believe they're groups of 4, and I believe the top 2 go through. So OGB not in great shape, but it's only their first match, and so they still have a chance in a lot of this.
Yeah,
so
definitely. That's
game. And okay, last ban was Malzahar. So let's go ahead and I'm going to start doing the. Let's go ahead and look at this post-game screen. I believe you can see it all.
Yep,
We got to scroll this one up just so you can make sure you see everything here. Obviously, we have the poor Nocturne kind of hiding down here, but you guys can go ahead and bask in those post-game screens. I'm going to pull up my awesome tech stock real quick.
Hey guys, thanks for sticking around and watching the video. Definitely subscribe up top, send your comments down below, add me on Facebook and Twitter, and be sure to check out the website, kobecheese.com. And I'll see you guys around for the next one. Peace out.